Oh man, I feel fucking good. This is just amazing. Day of a hangover, fuck all sleep for 2 days. Obviously completely sober, but just hungover, and I feel amazing, amazingly positive, amazingly happy. I've upgraded my previous hobby of walking, headphones on, Oasis blaring out in my ears and singing as loud as I can, to walking, dancing, and singing to Jamiroquai. To songs that I only know like a quarter of the lyrics to, but just complete and utter contentedness, total bliss while I'm singing it. I mean, I'm just entirely immersed in the music. I'm not thinking about what they're thinking about in terms of when they see me dancing and singing and things. There's some minor sort of anxiety when people are coming, but I just continue doing it. It just gets easier and easier the more I do it. But certainly just, I'm like 10% away from just not giving a fuck whatsoever. And that is just an incredible place to be at. Yeah, it took a long time when I first started sort of just walking and singing to Oasis, well, I couldn't even sing to Oasis, I didn't dare. I didn't believe I could sing them well enough, so I knew I could sing the Verve better. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking, and I felt anxious while singing the Verve actually, but now it almost doesn't matter who the artist is, I'll do it. And now I'm banging in killer dance moves as well whilst I'm walking the whole way. I mean, I've just walked, I don't know, a mile or so back from restaurant to the place where I'm staying. It's been the most pleasurable walk of my life. It's just been fucking amazing. I've just done half an hour, let's say, could have probably got home 15 minutes of dancing and singing with plenty of people walking past me, sitting down, watching me, smiling, laughing type thing, even cheering or whatever, or being kind of impressed with, don't know about the quality, but certainly the giving zero fucks attitude is impressive for people. All sober as well on the day that I'm hungover. I mean, that's the most amazing thing to me. Just how I can feel this happy, this content, this positive during a hangover. That's the power of the mind. My mind has been altered. Well, I've altered my own mind to the point where the days in the past when I'd have been hungover and felt terrible, super paranoid, just wanted to die. Really, that was just the way that my brain was wired. Certainly, I felt tired and had some headache today. But essentially, all those negative thoughts that I used to have, and I had an inkling actually. I had an inclination that this was the case. That hangovers were really just exposing your inner thoughts and amplifying them in kind of undesirable ways. And I wasn't entirely certain that when I became more positive, then hangovers would lessen. In fact, I didn't expect to have any hangovers because, I want to get to a place where I never, I go out and just drink water or juice and enjoy myself as much, if not more, as I used to do. I mean, certainly getting there in terms of just not needing alcohol at all. I mean, went out last night and had 3 drinks. I was out till 4 a.m. Dancing practically sober. I mean, I don't need it. I've just been walking home, dancing and singing with with a tea inside me. So, I don't need that shit. But yeah, I mean, it's very, very interesting. I feel super, super positive in life, super happy, super confident, super contented. Just in general, and I've done throughout the weeks and those kinds of things. For the last couple of weeks, so I've been in Barcelona, and then, I had a hangover, headache today, little sleep. Usually I'd have felt fucking terrible, paranoid, really negative, not wanted to speak to people, been super anxious. Felt no anxiety whatsoever. There's been no increase in it at all. It's I felt just as positive, but just a little bit more tired and a bit of a headache. And then I've come out, midway through the day, had a little bit of a nap, headache went, and then, you know, I felt just as good, if not better, than on the days that I've been sober throughout the last week. It was just incredible. I mean, I had a fantastic night last night. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely woke up regretting absolutely nothing of it. And there's always had some regret or some notion or thought that, you know, I shouldn't have done that. Now I really just don't give a shit. That's because I don't give a shit in general. That's just, I do what I do. I generally try to do the right thing. If I do the wrong thing, fuck it. You know, I'm human. I'm not infallible. And that's just my perspective on life right now. I've managed to get to where I really have always dreamed of getting to. And as I've said before, just starting here. Like, this is the second week. I'm just getting started. This is just, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to continue doing the things I'm doing, continuing with my self-awareness, being aware of exactly when I'm feeling anxious, when I'm anxious, why I'm anxious, and then addressing that immediately at the same day, the same hour, the same minute, certainly at the very latest the next day. And this is just, there's no reason, this process is just, it works perfectly for me. In 2 weeks I've gone from being fairly anxious, feeling kind of negative, a bit paranoid in certain senses, as well as feeling far better than I did 6 months ago, but just not entirely great, to now being on top of the world with a hangover. Yeah, and it's all this hard work does. Got to be persistent, got to be strategic about how you accomplish these things and how you confront and eradicate these anxieties. But if you're self-aware and you know exactly what's causing them, and then you put a plan in place that you are bound not to fail, and you're bound not to throw it away once once you have a minor failure or something like that, then you're gonna notice very, very quickly that you can upgrade yourself and you progress super fast time. I mean, I'm really astounded that after 2 weeks I'm in this position. This is just, I thought this would be a couple of months. I really did. It's miraculous. Very, very happy, very content, and super proud of myself.